never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another.
Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. I want to start out the video by saying that I've got 2 shout outs coming up at the end of the video, so please stay tuned for that. And then I want to say that I apologize for the sun in the background. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If you're new to the channel, I apologize for that because it's a bright, beautiful Saturday midday here where I am in the South. Hopefully, it's just as nice where you are. I tried to hide it, and it just did not work, so I apologize for that. And then I want to say that hopefully everybody in Northeast Georgia and upstate South Carolina will come out tonight to 244 Livestock Road, East Denali, Georgia, for some great SWA independent wrestling action. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Bell time will be 7 o'clock, and tickets are only $5, and I will be there as a referee, so hopefully I will see some of you all tonight. But today we're going to be talking some about the NBA playoffs. As always, any thoughts on this, please feel free to let me know. 2 series are already wrapped up, and 2 series will wrap up tomorrow with Game 7s in both respective series. Thursday night, the Miami Heat eliminated the Philadelphia 76ers by the score of 99-90. And the funniest part was, after the game, Jimmy Butler was saying, Tobias Harris, for me, because a few years back, the 76ers decided to give Tobias Harris all that money and let Jimmy Butler go, which makes no sense to anybody, because anybody with any kind of basketball IQ at all knows that Jimmy Butler is way better than Tobias Harris. There's a rumor going around that Doc Rivers will get fired, but of course, their GM, Daryl Morey, came out yesterday and said Doc is not getting fired. Doc is back next year. How much truth there is to that, though, we don't know. A lot of times GMs will say, my coach is safe, my coach is fine, and then the next week they fire him. But the reason why that rumor is going around is because when you continue to collapse year in, year out in the playoffs, somebody has to take blame. Otherwise, it looks like you're satisfied with just getting there. So somebody has to be the fallback guy. And Joel Embiid, if not a top 5, he's at least a top 10 player right now in the NBA. So we know it's not his fault, and we know he's back next year. James Harden could choose to walk away, but for one, who wants James Harden, whose name should be James Harden, because there's no D in Harden, never has been. But for 2, he's way past his prime now. But he will get $47.3 million if he returns to Philly next year. So something tells me he'll be back next year. So if you bring back Embiid and you bring back Harden, most of the time that means the coach is going to be the fallback guy. But as of right now, they say Doc is safe. But outside of the 1 year with the Celtics where he won a championship, Doc Rivers has always been known as the guy that gets to the playoffs, but then just falls apart. But I don't think this year's his fault, because when all you have is Embiid and Harden is just a scorer, that's all he is. He's not a great teammate. He doesn't make anybody else better. He doesn't play defense. He's just a scorer. So when Harden's one job is to score, and all of a sudden he can't do that, then Joel Embiid is by himself. The irony of it is the 76ers traded Ben Simmons because he wouldn't shoot in the playoffs to get James Harden, who wouldn't shoot in the playoffs. I believe in Game 6 Thursday night, he shot the ball 2 times in the entire second half, which is pitiful, but it's also shocking because James Harden is usually the guy that every time he touches the ball, he wants to shoot. And then last night, Golden State eliminated Memphis. It went 6 games. Honestly, I'm surprised it went 6. Memphis put up a way better fight than I thought they would, but that's not nothing they did. It's Golden State. Klay Thompson right now is just Klay Thompson in name only because he's not the player he once was. His shooting is nowhere near what it used to be. And Draymond Green has never been a huge scorer, but he used to give you, 11, 12 points a night. Now he gives you about 5 or 6. So right now, Stephen Curry is carrying Golden State by himself. So if they win a championship, Stephen Curry definitely needs to be the MVP of the entire playoffs and the MVP of the NBA Finals because he's doing it all by himself right now. Now, tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 will be Game 7 between Milwaukee and Boston. And tomorrow night at 8 o'clock will be Game 7 between Dallas and Phoenix. The Dallas and Phoenix series has gone all 7 games because Chris Paul has struggled. It's been all DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker so far. But if you look back at Chris Paul's history in the playoffs, anytime his team, whoever he plays for, plays another team that has a point guard better than him, Chris Paul underperforms. And we know right now that Luka Doncic is definitely better than Chris Paul. I don't know if he just feels pressure to try to go out and do them or what the deal is, but he just has been pitiful this entire series. And Luka is by far the best player Dallas has and one of the top 5 players in the NBA right now, in my opinion. But their second best player is Dorian Finney-Smith. So it'd be astonishing to see a team with Luka Doncic and Dorian Finney-Smith go all the way to the NBA Finals. But if Luka keeps playing like he is right now, it's a strong possibility. And Milwaukee-Boston's gone 7 games because nobody has ever played defense against Giannis like Boston is right now with Grant Williams and Al Horford. Now, 10 years ago, it would have been amazing to see Giannis and Al Horford play each other one-on-one in a full 7-game series. But Al Horford is past his prime, but they've arrested him in key spots so that he's available when they need him. But he's 35, so he's past his prime, but he's looked good when he's played in this series. And Grant Williams, even back in his college days at Tennessee, has always been known for his great defense. He's not as tall as Giannis, but he's definitely as thick as Giannis. So it's been a fun series. So the winner of Milwaukee-Boston will play the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the winner of Dallas and Phoenix will play Golden State in the Western Conference Finals. And until one of them get beat, I still say it will be the Bucks and the Suns again in a rematch of last year's NBA Finals. But if Chris Paul doesn't get one this year, he won't get one. I just remember watching last year's NBA Finals and seeing how competitive it was. And I thought, if it's Milwaukee and Phoenix again, I think Phoenix wins it this time. But neither team may get there. But I just figure with Dallas only having Luka Doncic and Golden State right now pretty much having Stephen Curry carry the team, that I thought it was Chris Paul's year to get one. If he don't get one this year, he will not get one. But if he keeps playing the way he's played so far in the first 6 games of the series, they won't get past Dallas. You can't expect DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker to have to put up 25, 30 points a night apiece every single game to have a chance to win. But as long as Chris Paul's giving them 8 or 9 points, they're going to have to. My shout-outs today, first one goes out to my man Charles, who lives in Georgia. He subscribed to the channel yesterday. He's a big Clemson fan. And my second shout-out goes out to my man Eric. Now, I won't say how long ago it's been. I don't want to make myself or Eric feel old. But when I used to do overnight work and worked all night long, Eric was doing a overnight show on the radio, and I would listen to his show while I was working. So Eric and Charles, thank both of you guys so much for subscribing. And if you do so choose to comment on any video at any time, you will be eligible for our 1,000 subscriber giveaway when we get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. Most bees are allergic to pollen. It makes them break out in hives. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.